You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good game, Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for WWE's Monday Night Raw. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest WWE news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for WWE's Monday Night Raw.
Here she comes again, like good medicine. Every step she takes, my blood is flowing. Her legs go on and on for days. Gotta hold on in, I need the rest.
Coming in hot.
Hi, Ro.
Oh, just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
You know, that's why we're sitting.
I know. As much as I like the bear, we could do without it.
Yeah, you know, I liked it for a little while, but I know that it's going to get hot in here. Because it always gets hot in here. Why am I so low? What's going on?
Can you go lower? Can you go lower?
Hang on.
You're like,
hang on. I got to get it up. What?
What?
That's what he
That-
did.
I do have to be honest. That was a recreation of us watching Raw. Like that wasn't. If it.
What are you talking about? That was so real.
No, but I'm saying like I would have been. I take my pants off when we all watch Raw. That's the
Yes,
most realistic part. So I
you
put them back
do.
on for the recreation.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not
that
a big
was why
deal.
we had to recreate it.
Yeah, it's not
because
a big deal.
otherwise, we would just be able to do it. Not do it, but
It felt good with
Do
the
it.
pants off, didn't it?
It did. It
did,
did.
yeah.
Maria, Maria, you're wearing a bear. It's so amazing.
I am wearing a bear.
It's like a full bear outfit.
I am. I am wearing my entrance bear
I
outfit.
love it. I love
Yes. What's up, all you stars and studs and everybody at home watching? And I am so excited today. I heard some great news, but we'll get to that in just a minute.
We will. Big news.
Ooh.
Very big news. I am here with my co-host, Jensen Karp.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Jensen. Yes.
I'm going to wear a bear next week.
You should.
For the record, the Sin Cara shirt, can I update you really quick?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have it on, which
I
is
know.
a bummer.
I'm very upset.
But
You don't have the.
they sent me an email. Right. They sent me an email.
I am sorry our shirt had a penis on it.
Doesn't say it. All it says is your shirt is on back order. If you would like to cancel it, let us know. If not, you should see it in about 3 weeks.
They're going to redo the shirt.
But they can't do that. You can't change a shirt and then send me a different one.
They're gonna wrap it up.
You could like give him to the Better Business Bureau.
I
Thank
know.
you.
I'll be like,
Thank
how dare you?
very
I bought
much.
this because I love the penis on it. And
Yeah.
now you've taken the penis off. That's who I'm cheering for. So
I love
They're
But
gonna
I will
put
keep you all
They're
updated.
gonna put a coat on it.
yeah,
a jacket
Yeah.
on it.
a little condom.
They're gonna put a little hat on
a
it.
little hat on it.
Safe Sin Cara.
And also for what?
Good.
Yeah, just,
Sin
you
Cara's
know,
penis does throw you off.
It
your
does.
game.
does.
I'm very off my game
does.
right now. Christopher Jozeph with a Z.
Hola.
It's so nice to have you here.
It is.
Thank you.
Especially this week.
Thank you.
Especially.
This week.
So much
Yes.
news
Big week.
within the AfterBuzz family.
There is so
We've
much
got
news
family. I
within the
We
AfterBuzz
got
family.
news.
I know.
You know, I want to ask you directly. What's going on with Lilian Garcia? Why is she not here this week? I mean, I know everybody
Lilian
knows at home, and
Garcia.
I said that
Maybe
there was
not.
big news, and
Maybe not.
everybody told me, oh, it's because of this, you know, but I
Let's
already
see.
knew the news, but please
There
tell
is
me.
some news.
There
is
big
some
news.
Big news.
Huge news.
Exclusive news here.
In your household, it was
In the
exclusive.
household.
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think it's any. No surprise what my relation is to the Lilian Garcia.
It's your sister.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
That's the first time I heard
I thought you
that.
were from Canada, not from Kentucky.
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
I mean, what? I am a hillbilly, so I can say that.
Yes.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
Lilian Garcia goes back to the WWE.
Pretty amazing.
crazy.
Pretty amazing.
She got the word
Yes.
this actually just late last week, and
How WWE works.
That's usually how it goes.
Yes.
It's hurry up and wait or not, or the door's always been open. And we got married, and she retired. Don't hate me too much, fans, for that. We want to spend some time with each other. There was a lot of things going on. I know, what's that, right? Relationship?
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Oh my
I
God.
care about her.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Great.
But and there were a lot of things going on. We moved from New York City
Yes.
to LA, and she's been recording, and I've been working on my fashion line, and it's just been kind of one thing after the other. And the thing is, I always said it, she misses that family. She does. She misses the family, and it was I'll admit there were a few times after she left that she just found it hard to watch because it's like, God, I miss that rush. I miss the fans. I miss the crew. I miss the superstars. She's just like, it was a little tear jerking there sometimes. So she kind of got off of it and then got back into it. And like I said, the door's always been open. She got the call, and they agreed, and now she's on SmackDown.
That's right.
So she's going to the SmackDown brand, yeah.
She's on SmackDown, but I'm sure that
she's
going
gonna
to be on
smack it down.
Smack it down, the
She's
announcing.
gonna smack it down.
And I cannot wait to
It's
watch
great.
on Friday now
great.
and listen to her sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Spangled Banner,
Yeah.
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 She's excited about that.
Oh my
Anything. It's like singing again.
And she
in
was
front
there.
of all those people.
She was out there tonight, right?
She
Hanging out.
was hanging.
All right. Good
She
enough.
was hanging.
Good enough.
She was
She's hanging.
behind the scenes.
Although they say SmackDown right now, I have a feeling that she's going to be
You
seen
know
on
what?
Raw,
Yeah.
There's
seen
so
on
much
the pay-per-views.
It seems like things are changing there. It's back and forth. I mean, what Super Show? How many?
It's just a show
weeks
now.
in a row?
Yeah, it's just a show.
Yeah.
A show now.
I said it.
And it's great. I think it's amazing. You get
No,
to
I do.
see the crossover now, and
Yeah.
there's more to grab onto. It seems there's more to sink your teeth into.
I have to say that I've been loving the storylines of the male division on Raw.
They're better.
The last few weeks, we've all had fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we all have.
We had fun. We know who these people are. We know what they do.
Yeah.
This one is cocky. This one is rude. This one is sweet.
Oh,
this
there's
one
a lot
is,
of that.
it's
Sin Cara's
great.
cocky. Well, I'm just saying, like he's a cocky guy.
We just have to
that's
leave now
that's why
because
we keep
that
this
is
guy
the
around.
highest it's gonna go. I mean,
The highest.
That's
Arguably the lowest.
or the
but-
biggest.
Yeah,
It's
the
gonna-
biggest.
No, let's hope not.
Fair enough.
What?
yes.
Oh,
Sky's the limit. What?
Sorry,
Looking
guys.
up.
let's hope so.
Sorry.
It gives all the single ladies,
Yes.
hope
Something
I live
to,
future.
to
I live
look
vicariously.
forward to, or
Forward
to
to.
look up to.
look
Yeah.
up to sometimes.
I live
depending.
vicariously through little Sin Cara, sure.
Now he's a little cigar.
Oh,
Everything.
No.
Oh, making up for his shortcomings.
Okay, I'm
What?
hot already.
All
Yeah.
right, take it off.
It's starting.
The
Is it
bear is
happening
gone.
already?
The bear is gone. I love it. Love it.
Bear is gone. Other thing in our news later, we're going to talk about a former WWE diva who got arrested, and we're
Which is
also
crazy.
going to talk about some
is
comments
that?
that were made about the Bella twins on past
Last
AfterBuzz.
last week's was a big deal,
episodes. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
So
Lots
we're going
of
to talk
stuff-
about that a little later
stuff
during the
We'll get to the
Ruined.
controversy later.
the controversy.
We'll get to it later.
Yes.
Tonight it's from Tampa, Florida,
Yep, where every wrestler lives.
where every wrestler
Yeah,
lives at
they-
some point
Yeah.
because there is
Tax
no
break.
tax.
Tax
Yes,
breaks.
Thank you.
Tax
Got
break.
there. Okay. I'll talk a little faster now. All right. So John Cena comes out, and of course we get a Fruity Pebbles chant, and among other things, like hearing the exact same thing that we've heard a couple weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Well, are they trying to say that Cena's in denial of the fans not liking him?
That's
Is
what I
that
get.
what
yeah,
we're?
or he really loves freedom of speech. Which seemed to, I'm not kidding actually, because that
No,
does seem to
I-
actually be something they're pitching, which
Yes.
is like you're a fan, you're allowed to applaud or boo at any point, and that's kind of
Yes.
what my job is. No one likes that guy though. You know what I mean? Like no one's like, like I don't like
Yeah.
anyone who's just really proud of their job, unless they're like in the military. Like, I can't. I mean, like I'm stoked that my plumber is having a nice
He
life.
is a
I just
proud
don't need to hear
supporter
about
of the
it.
troops.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
he is a
and
very
makes
proud-
that boisterous. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it the same thing every week? Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
pretty much. And I think they're just. It looks like the storyline's going the right way for him to just. He's gonna crack up
Which would be great.
than later.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
He's
would
gonna
be fun.
lose it.
Well, someone that works that many days of the year, he's allowed to
Well,
crack
yeah.
up at
Yeah,
some
it'd be
point.
awesome.
I mean, he's I don't know. Does it seem like he's been a little softer?
Yes. I mean, he
The
should
The
have
softer side of Cena.
The softer
totally.
side of
Which,
Cena.
by the way, it's almost like we've already seen the soft side. Now we're seeing the softer side of John Cena. And the other crazy part is, like, you assume he's going to have this Michael Douglas falling down thing. You know what I mean? Where, like, everything is okay, everything's
That's
okay.
right.
I'm going to fight through this, and then one moment just
Yeah.
get out of his car and go nuts, which
Yeah.
would be great.
Yeah.
It would be great
That's
to see
kind
him.
of what I'm expecting.
I hope so.
Like, all of a sudden, he gets mad at Zack Ryder for taking his...
Or,
His
you know
spot.
what? Or,
We'll talk about that in a
Or
little
they
more.
play this the whole time out, and then
Yeah.
finally we have a draw to watch WrestleMania. Like right before Mania, he can't
Ooh.
stand The Rock. You know, he can't stand
stealing
the applause.
his fan
like,
base, and
is-
how dare you?
Yeah,
and every time the fans go crazy and start chanting The Rock, he's like, ah! And he starts hitting his head on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles goes Cocoa Puffs.
They're nice.
I mean,
They are. It works perfect.
Or Cuckoo Puffs.
or Cuckoo.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
It's Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
it is
Thank you.
cuckoo
Yes.
for Cocoa
It is
Puffs.
Cuckoo for Cocoa.
Yeah.
I'm
like
very
Cocoa.
upset that the Boo Berries were actually on
Did you say
sale.
the
though.
boob berries?
Yeah.
Oh, boo berries.
Boo berries. Don't
Or
you remember
Boo.
them?
Boo
I
They were
do.
the cereal that
I
made
saw
your milk
them.
go purple.
Yeah, no, I know
or
it.
blue.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're blue, and I saw them on sale.
I'm
I almost
holding,
bought them.
I'm holding out for boob berries.
I did like one thing he said: if you don't watch, we don't work, because that's
Yeah.
always what I think entertainers need to remember.
Yeah, it's true.
Is whether you're a fantastic entertainer or a really horrible entertainer, if they don't watch, we don't work, and I really like that.
It's
So
true.
I
then we
agree.
had Del Rio come out, and then Vicky and Dolph, and everybody was kind of
And The Miz.
and,
And The
then the
Miz.
Miz, and then you saw Randy and John Laurinaitis, and then yeah.
A lot of complication this week.
A lot of it.
A lot of complicated. It was like a choose your own adventure. It was like, if you would like to meet the Miz at a later time, turn to page 66. Everything had a complication.
If you want to see Zack Ryder in the
Yeah.
ring, you could either go this path or
Totally.
this path.
Either way, I'm going to give
Nice.
you a good show, Maria.
Either way, Wade Barrett needs to get new gear.
Yeah, his junk is craziness in that.
It looks
Like
I wasn't
he-
looking.
needs
I
to
did.
be
Maria,
shiny.
would you like to weigh in on this one?
I am.
Because I
It
wasn't watching
needs
that
to be
one.
shiny because it distracts from the package. When it's just a flat colored material.
Yeah.
where
Is that, wait, was it
it's like
good?
flat paint. No.
It's not good.
No,
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
good.
It was a matte material.
Matte material. You know, it's like you don't paint your walls that are really
Yeah.
bad with a matte color.
And in
you
return, you don't paint your balls. That color. I agree with you.
I promise
Balls are
that.
balls. Either way, no flat
don't
paint.
paint 'em.
Yeah.
I agree
that
with you.
was that. I will go on the record by saying that was a fashion faux pas, and it will never show up in my line ever.
Good for
Ever.
you.
Thank you for
Good
that.
for you.
Just thought I'd throw that in there. You know,
Tight around the
but
crotch will
tight
read
around
your.
the- yeah.
you
Wasn't a
know,
good outfit.
It's
It was
okay.
not. I
No.
mean, but he is just
But
coming into his own.
Props to absolutely the guy is he's a force to be reckoned with right now.
Yes.
To Wade. He came out during the next
Absolutely.
match, which was Orton and Miz, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Yes.
came out. Right. All right.
I
Distracted
didn't
Orton,
see
count out.
Yeah,
Yep.
that match so much because I was actually running to the restroom and doing stuff like that.
Well, Orton, Orton
So-
and Miz, Wade Barrett came out, gave the distraction, which had Orton running after Wade to the back, and then a count out, which had Miz as the winner.
Yes.
Which then threw him into the title shot thing that I talked about earlier. It was TLC. It's a title shot. It was like, that's as confusing as it was for me.
good.
Okay,
Thanks.
got it.
Well,
Mhm.
Not to get too far ahead though, I just want to say Dolph.
He's the man.
Wow.
He's the man. He's
Okay,
Seriously.
you know what? I think that this man is going to have so many man crushes
He's got a
all
man
over the
crush, yeah.
world. Everybody loves him.
I love him too.
I've
And okay, we'll talk about him
We'll
a
get
little
to
bit
him.
more. But we also were informed that WWE Network
Yeah.
will be out in 2012.
that's right.
Big
Did
deal.
they say January, February? Just out in 2012.
Just out in 2012. A
They
nice
said
that
Yeah.
package.
Nicely
Oh,
done. Yeah, nicely done.
Wonderful.
Not like Wade's package. This is a
okay.
much.
Hey,
This is a much better
there's
package.
There's a theme going on
Yeah,
right now with
yeah.
packages.
There is. There was
But-
many great packages tonight.
Yeah.
But not Wade.
Oh, I
They-
thought you meant in our room.
Oh, well,
oh,
I
yeah.
saw yours
I
because
know.
you weren't wearing any pants.
It's a big deal for me.
Well, I didn't.
It's not a
Wow,
big deal
I
for
could
anyone
take that
else.
so many ways, and I'm just
La,
gonna.
I'm such-
I'm gonna gloss over that.
I'm such a little
la,
man.
la, la.
I'm such a little man.
Really?
I apologize.
You might not wanna broadcast that.
So John Laurinaitis and woo 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 and John
There's
Cena.
another force.
A couple things really quick about the commercial. New logo,
New logo. Oh,
For the
that was one
WWE
thing I
Network.
wanted to talk about
which
too.
I liked.
I liked it too. It's very like lightning bolts
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
very futuristic.
Yeah.
It is.
And they
know.
used
I like it.
dubstep. They used dubstep in the commercial, which was super futuristic for
Little
WWE.
plug for Nero.
Yeah,
because
because normally that's
that.
very ahead of themselves. Normally they'll
Yeah.
have just like a Papa Roach song on
Yeah.
in 2011.
No, that was-
so this was awesome.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
That kind of kicked off the packages for the night. I mean, as far as the promo packs, I mean, that was impressive.
That was great.
Oh,
They're doing
nice.
some really good stuff.
And we've talked about it before, but what legends are going to be in this crazy reality house? This rehab to an extent.
Well, I'm hoping to see Roddy Piper.
I'm hoping to see the Sheik.
Okay, Sheik definitely.
Sheik would be
He's
great.
amazing.
Oh, the best.
So we can go off on Hogan.
Who else? Oh, come on.
I'd like to see. I don't think they like him, but I'd love to see Honky Tonk Man because he's also insane.
True.
Like in real life, like he's crazy.
$1 Million Man.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Man. That
Super
would be
great.
great
Yeah.
to see,
He's such a
man.
good guy, though.
Oh yeah,
The best.
Wonderful. I
Yeah.
see him all the time.
He's the nicest
I bet
guy.
you we'll see Steamboat.
That'd be
Ricky.
cool.
Ricky would be great.
Ricky.
Ricky's a sweetheart.
He
Oh,
is-
you know,
he's a good guy.
I hate to say which one it is because the other ones had passed away, but either Moolah or Mae Young. Mae, right?
Mae Young.
Mae would be so good in the
Yes.
house.
It's another
Yes.
opportunity for her to show off her moves.
Oh, she's got him
It'd be
all
good.
over the place.
She just likes kissing on the boys.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
gotta be there's gotta be a diva in the house, though, right? I mean, there has to be.
There has to be, but who are
Yeah.
you gonna get? Sable or China?
Sunny.
Sunny. You would get Sunny.
That would be the good
Sunny
one.
would
Yes.
probably be the first
And
pick.
Sunny is wonderful.
That'll be
Such a
great.
sweetheart to me.
I'm
Said-
into it.
Girl.
Said nice things to me.
She's a
I like
good
that.
girl.
Yeah.
Maria, I'm so weirded out that you said something nice about a diva.
Oh my God, because I just am horrible.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't ever compliment them as being the hardest women in entertainment.
Well,
No,
Miserable
never.
woman.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
We will. Okay, so John Laurinaitis, John Cena, and
Yep.
Woo 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 Ryder,
Woo, woo.
with their backstage pre-tape,
Yes.
and they were talking about
Pre-tape. That's not pre-tape. That's all right on time.
well, if they did
I don't know what
everything
you're
on
doing.
time, where would the cameras be? And what? No, I mean sometimes. And I
I'm
always
kidding.
loved.
I'm kidding.
I always loved Raw better than SmackDown simply
'Cause
because
you
it was
could.
live.
Yeah. And a lot of times you would try to do
Really?
something live.
Sorry, I will start watching again because Lilian is over there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
Just saying.
I've
watch.
always loved
Yeah.
performing on Raw because if I mess up, I know that 1 million people are going to tell me about it.
Yep.
I love that.
It's great.
Or if you get it right, guess what?
On the spot.
They all know too.
It's like theater.
So they were talking about the matches later tonight. What was that one about?
I took very little notes, so it
on
wasn't
that
very
one,
important.
I didn't. But there was a coffee cup close up.
There
Well, that's the
was-
greatest. That's the
Yes.
next thing. Otunga gave
have
us
it.
our
Yes.
mug close up, which is all I care about.
Uh-huh.
Nash came out.
Triple H first.
Exactly,
Nash,
which is the most
possibility at TLC.
Yeah, most important part is that it looks like Triple H is going to wrestle Nash at TLC in a ladder match.
Amazing.
At the top of the ladder will be a sledgehammer,
Or in Nash's case, he makes it look like a little hammer.
look like a small little like a tack in his hand.
Like this big.
It literally, it was just like a little piece of wood.
He is such a giant man.
He's a
is.
big guy.
But he
is a big
his
man.
goatee looked a little weird again tonight. Can we say that? Yeah, I think
Of
so.
course you can.
It looked
But
weird.
I didn't really
Just for
notice
men.
that.
It's just for men vibe. I liked when he had the
Oh.
full, you
Yeah,
know.
he rocks a
I
good
have
beard.
to say
he rocks a good
that
beard.
I love a man that will just go gray. Even if
Thank
you're
you.
a wrestler,
Thank you.
I would just love,
he looks good
just
with gray
go,
hair. He had gray hair for a while.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Just go.
Yeah, look good.
Looks
Just
good.
do it. It's
That's
okay.
what I'm doing. I'm doing that, Maria.
It happens,
I'm
man.
just-
And plus, women that are
Nash is a
watching, we
man's
like
man.
it. We're
Because
like,
daddy issues. Exactly.
Well, daddy
Oh,
issues.
sorry.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
Okay, why
Didn't
do you
they
have
call?
to call me out? Like,
Didn't
I
they
mean,
call?
so
It wasn't
mean.
Nash called big. Oh, big,
Big-
sexy.
Big
yeah.
sexy.
That's
yes.
what it was. I was gonna say Big Daddy. Sorry about that, Nash.
Or daddy.
I meant Big Sexy.
Big Daddy Issues is my favorite stripper name, though.
Oh, really?
Big
Is
Daddy
that what you go
Issues.
by on the weekends?
Yeah, that's what I go by.
That was you.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
God,
Not a big
Wow.
deal.
there were some
Yeah.
girls that were. Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
No.
Not a
Let
big
it pass, guys.
deal.
Let it
At all.
pass.
Del Rio, Miz, and Punk backstage. They're backstage. Oh my gosh. So
It was
You
great.
know, and Punk just. What can you say about this guy these days? I mean, Punk just keeps it real.
he does keep it real,
He keeps it real.
which is so original.
I think it's a breath of fresh air.
He's so
I
good.
really like it. It makes me. I mean, I like watching Raw. I'm authentically entertained.
I am too.
And he's so
really
much
am.
of it. He's got to be
He is.
80% of our happiness. He's so good in it. It's-
I mean, let's be serious. I mean, look at the. Well, we'll get to the end of the show, but I
Right.
mean, he's just. It's like, is that script or is he just ad libbing? Because it's
He's
so.
ad-libbing.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's great.
They
That's
have.
great.
They're like, hey, we need to get here, and
Yeah.
then they're like, okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
J-
I'll
just
fill in
you
the
guys-
middle.
You guys go
I'll
get
fill
a
in the
cup of
middle.
coffee. We'll be
Yeah.
okay. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
But,
he is. I feel like he's just stepped into his own.
He really has.
He did.
And
but
he is
you know
all
what?
comfortable
I have
in
to
there.
say, like, I seen him back when he was in Ring of Honor, and he was that way back in Ring of
Oh,
Honor.
was he?
But it's always such a transition. Like
Yeah.
you go from one company to another, no matter if you're at TNA or Ring of Honor or if you're at WWE, which are the three tops of wrestling. I mean, no matter where you go, you have that moment of like adjusting.
Yeah.
I would think that it would be the same with singers. Like singers going from just singing at a bar to singing at an arena, it's a completely different vibe.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You're fighting against completely different
yeah.
things.
But I like
So,
what I like most about CM Punk now is this just absolute aura of FU that he has. Like,
Yes.
and I don't think we've ever seen that before with any wrestler where he just comes out and he's just like, they're not going to fire me.
Stone Cold
Maybe
Steve
though.
Austin.
But that was part of his
yeah.
character.
It was part of his character, but it was also reality.
Yeah, but I mean,
I've seen him
yeah,
backstage.
I guess. But do you think that CM Punk? Do you think that like Stone Cold, I really genuinely felt wanted his job? I
Okay.
feel like there's a part of CM Punk that's like, take it or leave it, man. I'm kind of cool either
I
way.
kind of agree. It's just
Okay, I agree with the take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I agree with that
I would've-
because
like, I
he
don't-
knows
Exactly.
that he could go away for a while,
Still make a
go,
living.
relax on a few weekends out of the month and work a few weekends out of the month, and he'd be totally fine.
And he'll get a mainstream job, something medium sized mainstream job that he can get. I mean, he's got the cult following. Excuse
oh,
the
he
pun.
does.
But that's what I think. He just has that FU
Cult
thing.
of
That
personality.
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Plus, like he
it.
also, many people don't know this. He's a great singer. So
Really?
and he's
Really?
friends with like Bouncing Souls,
Yeah.
Rancid, Lars. Like he's
We have mutual friends in Newfound Glory
yeah, Newfound Glory.
and H2O.
Like,
yeah.
He's friends with all of those guys.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if he really wanted to,
Yeah.
he could go cut something with
Yeah.
them.
I would like to hear something.
Yeah,
This is
yes.
like wow. There's an exclusive. For you.
and he used to play the saxophone.
Really? Like
There's a bigger exclusive. For you.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
you make it sound like
It's
he was.
like,
You make it sound like he was
whoa.
dressed like Hall & Oates, or like Careless Whisper by Wham.
He used
You
to.
said-
He used to not have any tattoos and was like,
Right.
You said the trumpet?
no
No,
saxophone.
saxophone. Wow.
Yes. Yes,
Got
but I don't
pictures
know
of
if he
this?
can do it anymore.
got pictures of
I
this?
don't
It's like a
have
bike.
pictures.
It's like riding a bike. You can just pick up a sax and be like,
Just-
meow, 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 be like Kenny G out of nowhere.
Wow.
Just
I'm
always
impressed.
found that
He
very
is a
You
jack
found it
of all
sexy?
trades.
amazing.
You found it sexy?
Yeah.
A man with a
Okay,
saxophone?
fine.
Fair.
I'm sorry, but yes.
Did a
man
little
with a-
Kenny G for you?
Yeah.
You
A man
know,
with a wind instrument.
He didn't play when I was with him, though.
Oh.
No.
He did not play when I was with him. No, it was pre that and pre wrestling.
It would have been
Tattoos.
awesome though if you did one
Tattoos.
day he just came home and you're just like, hey babe, and just like
Dude.
sitting on the couch next to a trumpet. What's up, babe? How you doing?
Saxophone.
No, but a
Sa-
trumpet too.
The
Like,
trumpet too.
I like wind instruments.
Trumpet too.
What's up, babe? What's up?
I like wind.
You know the
instruments.
lady in red solo? I could teach it to you.
I can blow.
I can-
So can I.
Ooh,
What?
nice.
Oh, sorry.
Nice. Hey, CM Punk, we both play wind instruments. If you know what I mean. The horrible voice I made.
And on to the Muppets.
Yeah.
What have I gotten
Okay.
myself into?
I'm sorry. You came.
I
And so, never mind.
I'm holding off. So many. I've lost all significance of where we are.
We are on the
Del
tribute
Rio
to the
Daniel versus
Oh, okay.
Del Rio.
I know. I feel so weird. She's not here and she can't do the voice. She can't do Alberto Del Rio.
Rio.
Alberto Del Rio.
I'll take it. Her brother's,
Does that work
her
a little
brother's
bit?
good at it. Yeah.
Her brother is very.
So, yeah. It runs in the family.
Lilian, I'm from me to you. I'm
Runs in the family.
trying to hold it down here for you.
What I'd like to do, I'm going to work on it. What I'd like to do is have a small, like almost little,
Yes,
oh yeah, you
we
got to
need
do the.
one of
the
those. I'm
gonna work
sound
on it.
effects.
Okay, so Alberto
Yeah.
Del Rio
and Daniel Bryan.
and Daniel Bryan.
Del Rio over Bryan.
Del Rio over Bryan.
Yes.
That's all I have.
That's all.
That's it.
I didn't write anything else down.
I mean,
Okay, well,
he
let's
came out
also
in a
talk
Lotus.
about
He
how.
came out in a Lotus.
he did.
That I
I was
remember.
rather impressed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Red
right.
Lotus.
Well, I promise you, in the next match, I have a few
I love the
choice
Lotus.
words.
Uh-oh.
But we
Oh,
will talk
well.
about the tribute to the troops.
Yes.
Yes.
And we have
Another
found out
great
that
package.
Excellent package.
It was.
And our very own.
And yes, Maria Menounos is going to be there
With the Muppets.
with the Muppets,
Mhm.
with Nickelback,
Yep.
I
They're
mean,
also Muppets.
They're also Muppets sometimes.
See the Canadians make their way onto the show every day.
Yeah.
Or every week.
Every
you notice
week.
that?
Every day in my
Nickelback.
heart, yeah.
Nickelback's
Yes.
Canadian group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And me.
And you.
I'm back.
And I don't know this for sure, but I'm hoping that Lilian announces and sings the national anthem over there because I cried every time she sang it when I was over there.
It's a
Just
good bet.
might.
It's a good bet.
It's a good bet.
Yeah, it's a good bet.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I feel like it was
That's all.
almost timed.
Sports
on
books
that.
are
So-
open.
Yeah,
Place
yeah.
your bets.
That's a bad bet to go against.
Divas match.
Yes.
Okay. Are you
So,
gonna be all right?
I'm okay.
Maria,
I mean,
let me make one footnote.
we
In
agree
order,
with you.
in order for to call it a match, I
Yes.
think it has to be longer than a minute and a half. So let's just call it a Divas appearance for now.
But why?
Why? Why does it have to
Okay,
be, or why is it?
Why is it only a minute and a half? Because I do know that Eve has talent, Kelly has talent, Natty has talent, Beth has tons of talent. Like I've been in the ring with all of them. Alicia is phenomenal. Like I don't understand why it can't be longer.
Like I understand as someone
Also, like his T-shirt.
Yes, nice.
Okay.
I would say, like, as a writer, I remember moments when we would write Raw, and then we would find something last minute and be like, "Got to cut it down to a minute or down to 3 minutes." When it's this way 7 weeks in a row, it's a conscious decision.
It is a conscious decision.
So this isn't
So
about pushing
is it because the crowd is not getting behind these girls?
But is that's the chicken or the egg?
I know, and this
Yeah,
is what I'm
that's the
saying.
chicken
It's
or the
like
egg.
because I feel like that WWE didn't put enough into the girls that they have currently. I mean, Beth has had tons of runs and tons of opportunities,
Sure.
and they had that package for the girls right before, which was also
was
cut out because we
preempted.
don't know
Got-
what that was.
The Undertaker.
But we'll talk about
maybe.
that in a second.
Yeah.
But like I don't get it. And Kelly is like, she's their girl now. She's their
She's on the cover of Maxim.
She's on the cover of
She
Maxim.
is.
Like, what is going on?
I don't know. I mean,
I want them to do
get it.
well because I feel like women's wrestling has been around since like the 1930s, and I actually have met one of the wrestling like the
Originals.
sister and then the daughter and the son of all of them. But like I don't understand like why is women's wrestling
It
leaving
is
WWE?
Kind of baffling.
Why? I don't get it. Like I want
I mean, I know
the
from
women
experience
to do.
that fans always liked it.
The fans
There's
do-
nothing. It's not the fans.
Now, the
mean-
last time I remember there being a significant push for female wrestling was the Kong, whatever name they gave her when
Right.
she came out.
Karma.
Karma. So when
Karma.
Karma came out, and then she got pregnant, and then
Yeah.
they don't care anymore. So it
and then Michelle left.
right.
Michelle left. Yeah.
And that I feel like that was also kind of the end of when they had time because it,
I almost feel like this, and I said this kind of in the room, is less. I would rather them come out as Nitro Girls at this point, and I'm not even kidding because I think it's more
it's-
respectful than what goes on in a minute and a half.
Kind of going that way.
because I'm also sure that these girls are kicking their butts out on the weekend,
On the house
just like
shows, yeah.
killing it.
Yeah.
And so they're out there on the
live
house shows
events.
and doing the live events. And guess what? Now like you get to TV and it's like, oh, you have a minute and a half. Like it's almost disrespectful.
Yeah, like I said, I'd rather.
I would like to see more of it, and that's what we
I
can
think
all
that
agree on.
I think what
I wanna see
happens
more
too
of it.
is like, okay, we come back from a commercial and the girls are done before they even like begin, and then the people aren't back from the bathroom or wherever they were during the
Yeah, we blinked and missed the
commercial,
ending.
and then all of a sudden you have this finish that doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah, it was just a rollover. Now's a good time since you're defending all these divas. It's probably a good time to address
Yeah.
this kind of weird thing that happened last week.
Oh, well, it's not even weird. Like, I don't even care about it because I don't feel like I need to defend myself when
Right.
I'm talking about girls that obviously play bad guys on TV, the Bella Twins.
Right.
Like, for me to call them, say that they have a fake
Horribly written.
no,
It
what?
was horribly written. Let's be honest here. I wrote it.
STD,
Yeah.
labiagitis.
Right.
Like, what?
My legacy.
That's not even like,
It doesn't even make sense.
it doesn't even mean, and I shouldn't
like-
even waste my breath on it.
Like, for
actually.
example, Bryan Cranston doesn't actually sell meth. It's just a character he plays on Breaking Bad.
Exactly.
Same thing.
It is the same exact thing.
You were just making a comment about
I was
a character
making a
on TV.
comment about a character on television, which we do all the time.
Everyone does.
But of course, since I also have inside information, like sometimes that can come across as also, oh, maybe that's inside information.
Well, let's just clear
Maybe
it up.
she
Let's
has a
let's
fake
clear it up
disease.
then. Let's clear it up. They
Yes.
don't have labiagitis.
No, they do
Okay.
not. And
Okay.
also,
fair
labiagitis
to
doesn't
say.
exist.
Really?
No, it doesn't.
All right. Well, I'm
Yeah.
not a good writer.
I am sorry. I am sorry that was your moment, and I just screwed it up.
That's all right.
During the pre-package, which I thought was going to be great for Natty and Beth, which it still was.
Yeah, it was nice. It was still good.
Still
It was
was.
just still good.
But then all of a sudden, there was this very creepy look within, like.
Yeah, it was. A little,
But I loved it.
Originally,
I
that's
did.
what. That's
no,
what,
it was good. That's what I'm
Felt
talking
like
about.
I was
The
watching
packages are
American Horror Story.
Yeah.
incredible.
Yes.
The packages are incredible.
Those they had virally marketed in the corner of the show for the past 3 weeks of just giving you a YouTube link.
Oh.
Then you had to do all your work to go to it on your own. This week they put it in the show.
Yeah.
So we watched the actual promo, and all our guesses are still an Undertaker, right?
I would say so.
Or I mean,
It has
Jericho's
that-
name gets thrown around.
I wouldn't say Jericho.
I
Not
agree.
yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's too eerie for him.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
just, to me, it wouldn't make sense if it was Jericho. You know?
Look within. What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does look
It
within?
Maybe
just,
it's
it
like
just,
look
I
what-
mean, it to me, it reeks of Undertaker.
Yeah. Or
It
look
does.
within.
Because it seems
Because it's
typical,
time
right?
for him to
And it's
start
time
building up
for
to
Mania.
WrestleMania.
Right.
So
Look within the egg. Maybe it's gobbledygooker again. I'm just every week I'm going to try to pitch him. This is like me in the writers' room.
I want to see Gobbledygooker.
Me too.
The Gobbledygook.
we have John and Ryder up next.
Yeah.
The social
Wow.
experiment.
Yeah, that was
Social
Really? Really?
Maria, it's a social experiment. Not a big deal.
Really?
I mean, I enjoyed this match, but I do like watching Ryder face guys that are a little smaller. I find it
He does work better
with smaller
with them.
guys.
Not to discount him, it's just
No, it's not.
it
I
comes off-
enjoy
it does come
watching
off
him
better.
with smaller guys. That's all.
Cena over him,
Cena over
Yeah.
him.
which then turns into a
Wait a
emotional
minute.
moment of wait a minute. You know,
hold
Ryder.
on.
Yep.
I'm gonna go into the back. I was.
Oh, I
just
thought you were doing the gimmick.
reenacting.
Good acting. Good acting.
Hey, hello.
I fell for it.
I'm here all week. Try the veal.
No, so he said he basically Cena and him at a moment where Ryder's like, that was my only chance. Why'd you blow it? Because
the
Ryder,
end.
Ryder had to beat Cena in order to get his U.S. chance,
advance,
Yes.
to get his chance. So he was mad at Cena and in a sense more disappointed that he lost. So Cena said, hold on, I'm going to go to the back and try to work this out. Another kind of weird moment for Cena where he's just sort of pussying out a
was
little
that
bit.
soft
He's losing it.
side,
Yeah,
that
it's
the softer side of
softer,
Cena.
A little too
softer side.
There was that really cool DDT during the match
Yeah.
that actually was kicked out of. And then there was a kick to the face in the corner, which I thought looked really well.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was overall a good match. So he goes to the back and he runs into Laurinaitis and he explains, "Don't let this guy get away. He's been working his ass off. He was really stiff in
He
the
sold
promo.
that well.
Yeah, and
I
so
mean-
Oh, and I loved that he got John too. Like he
that.
turned
Yeah.
and it was just John went
Had
back.
to
John and
kinda
John,
back
Johnny
up.
and John.
if you're
Yeah.
a smarky wrestling fan, there was a moment where Laurinaitis said, "I can be very creative," which I think should be isolated.
I have it wrote down here. Actually, I can be creative.
Yeah, but if you should probably isolate that and use it as a clip. a
Looked
lot.
like John had a hard time keeping it together pre
Yeah.
Cena Zack when Cena comes in with the woo woo hair.
with the
and
Ryder
all
Ooh,
that.
hair.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean,
I can be very creative.
he's just
I can do it.
And I love how much John is putting Ryder over.
Tons.
Just,
A
know,
ton.
pushing him. It's
It's-
like it's his guy now.
Yeah.
This is my guy. Okay.
well. He's done the same thing with The Rock. He did the same. He's doing that with Ryder over and over and over.
Yeah.
And it just that softer side that we've been talking about. I don't know. It just seems typical that when you see this, you're just waiting for that moment where he goes off like a powder keg.
I can't
I mean,
wait.
just
I'm telling you, it's going to happen at WrestleMania.
I do want to see that. I want to see him
WrestleMania.
just, you know what,
and he gave up his TLC
go
match.
heel.
He did. That was the trade in the
Yeah.
Laurinaitis little segment. Is the idea that Cena drops out of the
Right.
the main event for the pay per view
Yeah.
in order to
Exact.
give Ryder the chance,
Yeah.
not even to be in it, but
Yeah,
another chance
just a
to try.
chance.
Yeah, another chance.
And helping Zach that much more by
Interfering in the match.
interfering in the match.
With
That's
so Ryder
right.
With the
comes
FU.
out and
With
it's
the FU.
It's Mark Henry
Uh-huh,
is who he
Mark
has
Henry.
to face to get through.
Yes.
Cena comes out
But it was
running.
very smart. He was working that ankle, working that injured ankle the whole
Yeah.
time.
Telling a
and
story, telling a story.
Telling a really
Telling
good
it.
story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Loved how when he wrapped it around the pole. I loved when Henry was like, "You don't even belong in my ring," and threw him out to the side. And then Ryder was kicking him, and then I loved the storytelling in this match. I thought that it was really well done, especially
done well.
working with such a bigger guy.
Sure.
That
Yeah.
it still got over that he was such a big guy, and also that Ryder was working its tail off.
It was great.
It was a really
So Cena comes in,
Cena
ends
showing
it.
his
Yes,
strength
Cena
again.
ends it, shows his strength, putting Henry back on his back. Ryder pin, and Ryder's the #1 contender, so he will face.
and it was a no
Ziggler.
disqualification match, and that's why this could all happen.
Yeah.
Good writing.
And he said, "I got my shot, bro.
He did. He was like, I got my shot, bro. He was down at the end yelling
I got my shot.
It was my shot.
I got it."
Going viral.
Can I interject here and
Yes.
explain that we're confused a bit
Okay.
because we didn't see Brodus Clay at
Thank
all
you.
tonight. And then Laurinaitis came out and said something about the debut of Brodus Clay. Did he push it
we're
again
like-
one more week? I mean, he trended Brodus Clay. I mean, this is I know I made the joke last week that we're never going to see him, which would be a great bit. But it's another week of promising us Brodus Clay, and we don't see him yet again.
I don't understand.
I don't get it. And you know,
Why would they push it?
I don't know. Last week they tried to make it a storyline by being like, the longer we hold him out, the more. It's like the blue balls theory. Like the longer we hold him out, the more frustrated he'll be, and he'll want it more. And that's literally what they said.
Blue balls.
Yeah, Brutus, blue balls.
Won't
Clay.
either be able to get it up or get it out.
No, neither of them.
Wow.
Neither of them.
Trademark
What?
that.
What? Here's the
Is
thing.
that weird?
I draw the
That
line in
is
the
weird.
sand. I draw
Why
the
would I
line
try
in the
math?
sand.
No.
Then Maria just splashes over it. Just lays out on top of the line. I don't want this line.
What line?
Yeah.
What?
What line? I don't like this line.
Well, there's no Brodus Clay. If we
No,
miss something, let us know. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
please.
see it.
Somebody
I-
tweet me and tell me,
Yeah.
you know,
That just threw
if
me
Brodus Clay
way
was
off.
actually
It was like,
there
was
and then
that in the script, and they forgot to take that out when John went on.
It was so
like, just
weird.
I don't know.
So weird. I know, and I told you some of
Just
my
saying,
inside
it's-
info was the Jonah Hill thing was a similar thing where
Yeah.
he
That didn't happen
pre-taped
either.
things the
Yeah.
week before, and then by the time The Raw came, the storylines were all dead, so they couldn't use them. So it could be another story like that every week.
Happens.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, that usually happens. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
Then we have the pre-tape with Dolph, Vicky, and Swagger.
Yeah.
And then I love that Dolph said to Vicky,
Oh,
"What
guys-
do I pay you for?" Yes.
Guys, I want to cut you off for a second
Yeah,
because
of
we have
course.
a very special guest
Yay!
on the line.
I'm in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
sister.
one, the only, Chris's sister, Lilian Garcia.
Oh my gosh, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Better now.
Wow. My mind is blown. I'm in surreal world. I'm kind of numb. I can't even believe all of this is happening right now.
So were you at the show tonight?
What's that?
Were you watching the show tonight?
Yes, I was watching the show tonight backstage. I had the headset on, all that good stuff, and
Awesome.
just listening to everything, getting my feet wet again. You know, as in it's
Shaking
been over
off the
2
ring
years,
rust.
so just listening to the whole show, and you know, some of the intros have changed. Oh my gosh, there's so many new guys. Wow.
Are we going to see writing all up and down your arm tomorrow?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, really. No, especially because there's a lot of new. They invited FCW here because you know FCW's in Tampa, and since
Yeah.
we're in Tampa tonight,
Right.
so there was a lot. They're all there tonight backstage. So I'm looking at all these faces, going, "Who are you?" You know, wow, what has happened since I left 2 years ago?
I know, especially Lillian, especially because it's SmackDown. It's like we've been watching Raw so heavily these
I
last
know.
few months. And unfortunately, the one show you weren't watching is the one you have to learn all their names.
Well, yeah, that too. I'm saying that there was just a lot of FCW guys.
Yeah,
you
a
know,
lot of
tonight.
people that you had to
Now,
meet.
There are a lot of guys that are on SmackDown that are very new.
Yeah.
So I was meeting all of them tonight and, you know, filling up my sheets again on Town and Townsend weights and all that kind of stuff.
So what was the overall feeling from everybody backstage? Like the guys, the girls, like when you saw everybody again? How was that?
I'm sorry, what was that? You were cutting off.
Oh, what was the overall feeling and the reaction you got from all the guys and the girls backstage?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, they embraced me with open arms.
I'm sure.
And it just felt so good. Everyone was just saying, thank God you're back. It's so awesome. And it's so exciting. And the girls went crazy screaming between
right.
Alicia and Kelly and Eve. And
Yeah.
the twins weren't there. So I can't wait for their reaction once they get back from Afghanistan. However, it was just, it really felt like I hadn't left.
That's amazing.
It's so great.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy for you. Did you pick out what you're going to wear tomorrow?
Yes,
She
I
might
have.
have had a little bit of help.
Nice.
Yes, I did. Thank God.
Well, I'm definitely going to be watching on Friday.
I helped
Yeah,
I helped my
it's one of
sister
those
out.
things that they ended up telling me, and it was so last minute. Like everything's like, okay, you're coming back, and you're coming back in a few days, and this is what you need to have. And I was, in Vegas all weekend working the marathon, doing an appearance there for the Stiletto Dash, and so I had to go straight from, that was the other thing. On Friday, it was like, okay, you're coming Monday, going straight to Jacksonville. And it's like, oh, no, you're going to have to go straight from Vegas to Tampa and then Jacksonville. So it's, typical WWE where things just, you have to go with the flow.
Yeah, but it's almost better that way because you can't really think about it, right? And, you just kind of get thrown into it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, so it's one of those. It just feels so exciting to come back, and actually when they told me that I was coming back to SmackDown at first, I was like, "Whoa, SmackDown! I didn't even think about that." And however, I'm like, I think it's kind of cool to come back and something different because I've been on SmackDown when I used to do interviews, especially like the interviews that I did with Rock.
Yep.
They were all on SmackDown.
We've covered those well, Lilian.
She's craving a little strudel.
We've covered those well.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's going to bring me back to those days, except for I'll be in the ring this time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting.
So cool.
That is great. And I have to ask one other thing. Are you coming out to your same music or new music?
Well, I pitched him my new music. I pitched him my new song.
Okay.
So we're hoping that I will be coming out to my new song called Your Girl.
Your Girl.
And so we'll see what happens to that. In the meantime, I do have my trailer for the music video is coming out tomorrow at 9. It's at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Coast time. And then the actual music video will launch on Friday. So it's a big week. We had planned to release the video this week, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, yeah, and you're going to be on SmackDown. And all this stuff is happening. I'm doing photo shoots tomorrow and more stuff for .com. So it's really great.
So where can we see your music video and the trailer for the music video?
On LilianGarcia.com.
LilianGarcia.com. Okay, and let me just say her site is amazing. Her site is gorgeous.
You can also see it on my YouTube channel, which will be active by then, and that's youtube.com/Lilian Garcia. And just remember that Lilian is spelled with one L in the middle.
She's all over the place.
She gets very creative.
I know.
She gets very creative.
She is.
Lilian, I was so bummed. I wrote you on Twitter this same thing, but it's like, it's the only way I would let you happily leave AfterBuzz TV is if you end up on my TV. I was very happy to see you on SmackDown. This is going to be very exciting for everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry that I couldn't tell you guys ahead of time.
No, don't worry.
You didn't know ahead of time.
Exactly.
You just found
really.
out. So it's
This is the way it happens.
I just remember when I texted you guys and I said, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it because they were talking about it on Friday, then everything got confirmed on Saturday. So it's one of those things where, and then I was sworn to secrecy. And Preston, you know how good I am at keeping secrets.
Oh well, he's not here, but you are very good at keeping secrets. I know that well. I know it well.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I had to.
Yeah, you did great.
Well,
so I'll miss being with you guys, though, because I'll be traveling on Mondays.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that maybe we can do a SmackDown special sometime so that we can definitely,
that'd be great.
Yeah, and get you on the phone every once in a while.
And get you on the phone as well.
We'd love that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Get some inside scoop.
Yes,
what did you guys think of the show?
I thought it was great.
It was a great show.
We liked it.
It was a really great show.
And you?
Yes, and it was so neat to see. I mean, I had one earpiece in to hear the show, and then the other earpiece that I was hearing all the production cues. So that was pretty crazy and exciting.
Mm-hmm.
We were really into the preempted promo for the girls that turned into that weird, strange, maybe Undertaker, maybe Jericho promo. That was very cool production. Really cool production all night tonight. Good packages.
Yeah, loved all the packages tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they even had a Royal Rumble afterwards. They had all the FCW guys in it, along with all the Raw and SmackDown. Like, everybody who was there was in this match. If you would have seen the ring, you would. I mean, I really thought that the ring. I've never seen
that many
a ring with that many guys in the middle.
Did you see the FCW
Thank
guys?
God it didn't fall.
Did the FCW guys walk back? I mean, that was my favorite thing when I worked at WWE, seeing those guys do dark matches or after matches and then seeing how happy they were to have been in the ring. That's always like the most exciting thing. Yeah. See their faces.
And the thing was is that because it was like a Rumble match, over the top rope, it was one of those things where they would just literally get in the ring, ding, 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 it starts, they'd get tossed over, they'd come to the back, and they're like, that was the coolest thing ever.
Well, can you say who won?
Yeah, I can. I mean, I guess I can. Yeah,
it's
because
okay,
it,
right? It's a
actually, you
match.
thought that Zack Ryder was the winner because he was in the middle of the ring, and then all of a sudden you notice that Dolph Ziggler had been outside the ring the whole time. He slides back
biding
in,
his time.
throws Zack Ryder out, and then Dolph wins.
Oh, Dolph.
What a hashtag
Dolph.
heel.
Oh, yes.
What a
Yeah.
hashtag heel.
Hashtag heel.
What a hashtag heel.
Awesome. Well, you get some rest tonight, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Miss
I
you,
appreciate
girl.
it. It's going to be exciting and scary at the same time. I'm just excited. I will say that I want to say thank you to all the fans because I wasn't getting much service backstage at all. And then there'd be little pockets that I could get service in. I'd open up my Twitter and I mean, it's all over Twitter. Like, they're tweeting me like crazy. Welcome back. So happy. It's about time. All this. So I just want to thank them because it just makes me feel amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve it.
You
deserve it.
Thank you.
Lillian, before we go, if you do me a favor, if you can just, because I miss it already, if you could just say my favorite name in the WWE that you say, just because
You wanted it.
we've tried it,
Here's
and
your
now that you're on the
chance.
phone, you could do it.
Yeah, I didn't do you justice, Lil. I'm sorry.
Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
It just sounds so much better when you do it.
It
You're gonna.
does.
I gotta practice with you.
It does. We sound like awful. We sound like
Yeah,
trying to roll our R's, and
Mm-hmm.
we sound like we're working at Taco Bell, and we're asking if you want the Nacho Bel Grande. Can you have the Nachos Bel Grande, please?
The Bel Grande.
Grandy.
Grandy, the chalupi too.
Did you have the
chalupi.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Lillian. This is so awesome.
Congratulations. Definitely
Thank
we'll
you.
be talking to you soon.
And you know what's exciting too is Maria Menounos is actually going to be part of the Tribute to the Troops
Yeah, we were talking
next
about that.
Yes,
Sunday.
She is.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about that.
You guys are gonna
Yeah,
have fun
so
together.
we're going to be on the same show. It's crazy.
Yeah, big AfterBuzz
From here
party.
to there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop whoop. All right.
All right, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
I love
All
you
right,
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you're so sweet.
No problem. It's my thing. It's my
She's
thing.
so happy.
She is so happy. That was awesome.
I love.
So happy.
There's nothing that makes me happier than seeing her happy.
Oh man.
It's incredible.
This
She
coming from
just
her brother is just
glows.
so
Yeah.
Family love.
amazing.
I'm
It's
an only
family
child, so
love.
this is
Okay,
weird.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Family
Cat's
love.
out of the bag. This is Lilian Garcia's husband.
Nice to meet you guys. Oh wait,
Yes.
not
Oh,
me.
not
Oh,
you?
him.
Oh,
Oh,
me?
oh, us both. Ah!
Hey!
It's like Big Love, but dudes.
is,
yeah,
but
dudes.
Dude.
Why isn't there a show like that?
I
Oh,
know.
no.
Sister husbands.
We should make one.
Brother husbands.
Because we
Let's
could
make one.
use like
Yeah.
help from all directions. You know, we
Yeah.
could have
I
like the
know.
younger guy that makes
Yeah.
us all happy, the older guy that takes care of us, the
Yeah.
one that's our own age as we age
Right.
together. You know.
Right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kind of have like your boy toy and
Yeah.
your worker. And
Uh-huh,
then your
exactly.
boy toy and your.
What?
I'm sick of being the boy toy guys.
Are you?
Yeah, but I'd like
I'll
to
take
move
over.
up. I'd like to move up.
Okay.
All right, I just we've gotten so high on this. You know, it's like
Yeah.
how do I go anyway?
On here.
All right, so Dolph
Nash.
wants to change this decision, so
Yes,
it remains.
doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
doesn't
Didn't work.
happen.
Didn't
and,
work.
Then we have
And,
Kevin Nash come out,
Yeah.
and Kevin's like shoulders and arms looks really great.
Yeah.
And his pants they look not so great.
Looked like he was wearing a hefty
guy.
bag, like for
Yes.
pants, like 2 hefty bags.
I
wrapped around
was
his legs.
worried the whole time they were
You
gonna
know
rip.
what?
Rip,
I'm
yeah.
saying nothing but nice things because I'll be backstage at one point or
Yeah,
another.
that's true. That is true. Good point.
Nash, you know you're my boy.
I love your pants.
I like you.
Yeah, love your pants.
I love your pants.
I'll
your
make you some.
There you go.
There we go.
You could.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Could.
dressing everybody. Do you
Yeah,
know this?
I-
You will now be dressing the entire locker room.
It's your time.
Yeah, yeah.
Which-
I'll make you guys look good.
Yes.
Make you guys look good.
Santino comes out with the cobra hand thingy and
Yes.
literally
Looking like he means business.
He did kick out once.
He
I
did.
was very impressed
He
that he
did,
got to
right?
kick out one time.
One moment
I
of
was
defense.
like, yes,
Yeah.
go Santino, go, and then big
And that
boot,
was
and
it.
then
That was it.
That was it.
and then done.
Nash over.
Back in with the hammer. You thought maybe he was going to do something with it, but I have a feeling
I-
he's saving it to when he's in the ring with Triple H.
Yes.
I just don't think that would have looked right. Him
No.
beating the
Destroying
pulp out of
Santino.
Santino
Yeah,
with
there's
a,
no need.
Not
I
only
mean,
is he 95 foot tall and
Exactly.
jacked,
Yeah.
Santino's not that big of a man, and
No.
so no, man,
I
just,
agree.
no, he
no
got
bullying,
the pasta
please.
kicked out of him.
Yeah, the the cannoli.
What is he? He's like he just made him Luigi. It's a Mario and a Luigi.
Mario.
Luigi.
I'm a wiener. Don't hit me with that sledgehammer. You made him so overhandedly pizza
I
making.
know.
That was the most racist portrayal we've had of.
What?
I'm
Look at my mustache. Oh, cannolis.
He's another Canadian brother, so we have that bond.
There
It's
you
all
are.
good.
He's also
It's all
Russian.
good.
What?
Yeah, it's
What?
not. He's a good actor.
No,
We
hey,
didn't say that.
he's one of the guys that I always got along with so good. I love that guy.
He is my
He makes
favorite
me
person
laugh all
ever.
the time. I'm like, you are my comic relief.
Amazing.
And
I
he-
had such a good time with
And
him.
not to take the talent away, I mean, he is a talented guy in the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a wrestler.
Yeah, he's
He
a
is.
wrestler. He is. But
Speaking of
we-
wrestlers,
What?
then we went into Evan Bourne.
There you go. Yes.
He's
Okay,
back.
why?
Uh-oh.
Why would you put a man that just got like he had what 30 days, 60 days for drugs, and then you put him backstage with Punk? What is Punk mentoring him? I am sorry. but
That is a funny
That
bit,
was
It's hilarious,
Yeah.
and no one's
Interesting.
gonna catch that except the people that are like
The real fans get it.
real
was funny.
fans
It was
or
funny.
the people backstage. are
But he's
like,
back,
"Oh,
guys."
He's
Yeah.
back, and
We
this
didn't
is the
see-
first time we see Punk that in the entire evening so far.
Exactly.
So that was also kind of funny.
My favorite wrestler not on this week, Mason Ryan, which feels like maybe they just traded places, but we'll see.
Yeah, I
We'll
haven't
see if he
seen
comes
him for
back
a
in
while.
28 days. We'll see.
Has he been around? I'm just asking. I haven't seen him for a while.
Not 2 weeks.
Not-
Right?
yeah.
For the last couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Dolph Sheamus.
Yep.
Great beginning.
That was great.
That was
Dolph going around being like, "How great am I? How good do I look?
Yeah.
Damn, I look good. Damn, I look good. Blah blah blah. Plow down,
It was great.
smashed face. Like
it was great.
It was great.
Would it be fair to say that he is taking over where Shawn Michaels left off?
Totally.
I would
Would it
say
be fair
that.
to say that?
I would totally.
Yes.
He has the
I mean,
quality.
in my opinion,
he
I
has
really
the quality
think
what
so.
all of us sort of 25 to 45 wrestling fans love, which is the Jake the Snake Roberts, which is the Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect Kurt Hennig, which is the Shawn Michaels, which is like the smart wrestler.
Yeah.
The dude who isn't talking down to you. He understands that you're all in for entertainment, and yet at the same time just sort of has this swagger, excuse the stupid pun because there's a wrestler with a name, but he sort of has this swagger of importance. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be condescending to you. I can still be really entertaining and be on your level.
I think he gives praise to a lot of that, like the people that you just mentioned. I think he does this.
It's also fun too because like they always have a saying like make the other person as big as possible so that when you beat them you look bigger.
Yeah, and I learned that fast.
And it's amazing
Yeah.
because he does it every single time.
And that's one of the things I did. People always ask me if I learned anything from Vince working so close with him as a writer, and I worked with him every single day. And the one thing that I did learn is he's so right about downgrading your competition. He's very steadfast about not saying the person you're going to fight is the worst at anything.
Yeah.
They're actually the best. That's why they're in the WWE. So that's why you see a lot of wrestlers go, I know I have to face Ziggler next week, and he's a great wrestler, but I'm better.
Yes.
And that kind of not degrading, I don't necessarily believe in not calling people fans, which is another thing Vince doesn't do. That's why the WWE Universe comes out. But it's so important to talk with us, not at us. And I think that saying this wrestler's really good, well, now we're excited. Even you think he's good.
Yeah.
And that's
And I wish that they would do that in the Divas division. Sorry, just
Right.
have to say it. We're not Barbie dolls.
Right.
Okay, well, what does that do for anybody? It doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't help.
Agreed.
You could say we've seen great talent in Kelly, but we're not a Barbie doll like Kelly. You
Right.
could say it that way, but you can't just say we're not Barbie dolls.
Well, then who would want to tune in is Vince's thing. If you're so much, if you think he's so much better and we all love you,
then why do we
let's
need
just-
to see you
exactly.
beat him?
Let's just
Because
say you
you're
beat him.
already going to beat him.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I have to go back to this. Okay, so the show off was changed to the jerk off tonight. I just thought that was a little creative.
That was funny.
I just enjoyed
I
that.
got very creative.
That promo at the beginning was amazing.
It was good.
When Dolph started talking, I was like, oh.
That's what I'm
He's so
saying.
comfortable.
I was
Oh.
like, he got in there and just took it over.
I saw it
I
this
mean-
week. This week, he had it. Every other week, holding back a little,
Yeah.
holding. Something happened.
Yeah.
And something happened this week that made him go, you know what? I don't care. Here you go. Because he had
and
little
that's how he
quibs in there.
That's how
and
he
like,
showed up.
Dare I say it, but tell me if you
He
think I'm
went
wrong.
toe to toe with Cena.
Tell you if you think I'm wrong. Is it that there's an opening in that world now that maybe a wrestler got future endeavored with John Morrison? Is there an opening for that kind of wrestler to be very confident now? Like he's really the only one left in that like young kind of beefcakey.
Oh,
you know what
I
I
see what
mean?
you're
Like his
saying.
lane is free and open now. Like
yes,
Yeah?
but he was Morrison wasn't ever a talker.
No.
So
True.
I don't think that it was that. I think that sometimes when you get complimented week after week after week, and I'm sure that guys backstage are going, I loved your match. I loved your match.
Yeah.
I loved your match.
Yeah.
Guess what? All of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. that match was great. Now
Yeah.
I can go out there and say how good I am.
Right.
Because guess what? I believe it too.
Sure.
Because he was showing up every week, showing us great matches. But I didn't believe him when he was doing his promos. But all of a sudden this week, I was
Today?
like,
He's great.
Oh,
He's
Tonight
incredible.
was. I think tonight was his
he's
night.
going to be the best of the best.
I agree.
He is. He's
I
going to
agree.
He's
surpass
on
them all.
his-
And I
he's
know
on
it.
his path.
Like,
He's-
I can't wait to see Dolph and Punk communicate.
Yeah.
yeah.
I want that.
It'll be good.
That's what I want. Can
That'll
I
be
have that
good.
for Christmas, please?
it'll be
I want
good.
that for Christmas.
Bad news is it's
Wrap
a,
that
it's-
up in a bow and give it to Maria.
We're gonna wrap. We're gonna wrap it in a bear.
Yeah.
In a bear.
In a bear.
Thank you.
Just
I
a
want
bear's
that
out
in a bear.
Yeah.
Bear. I do
Fantastic.
have a good idea how to make that happen.
Okay.
To wrap them in a bear.
Yeah.
Wrap
I
them
got
in a
an
bear
idea.
or make them
right.
talk.
No.
I don't want to
I
see
got
them
an
talk
idea.
just like hanging out.
I
Hey,
got an
guy,
idea.
what's going on?
It
No,
could
I want to
happen-
see
It
him.
could happen as soon as next week's segment.
All right.
Wow.
I got an idea.
All right.
Oh.
Fair enough. I'm in it. I'm in it.
He's gonna bring in like puppets.
Yeah.
I don't like you. I am awesome. I am awesomer.
Merry
Wait,
Christmas.
That's Mrs. Line.
I'm
Like, I
just
can't say
saying.
that. I'm the show off.
Zack
I'm
Ryder
straight
had
edge.
Zack Ryder might have done something like this. Yeah.
Okay.
It's true.
All right. Well, I would love to see it. But okay, Dolph's drop kick. He
Yes.
probably has one of the greatest drop kicks in the company.
Yep.
But that bump on his side,
Look crazy.
owie.
Yeah, look
That
crazy.
didn't
Ow.
look
That'll leave a
too
black and blue mark.
graceful.
But
That
and
was
again,
just-
that's what you want to feel when you're wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want everything to look so pretty that it's like, oh, well, flat back
Stuntman stuff.
and flat back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And elbow landed perfectly. You want some stuff to look a little
No, it's
off.
like
Raw.
Because then it
I
makes you
just
go like this.
landed on
"Ah,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ah, you landed on your arm and it looked like it hurt. Why was he saying Sue in the corner? When Sheamus
Oh.
was
Sue? Sue. I got offended. I got offended. I thought he was saying Jew. And I was like, is he talking to me?
You
Jew
yeah.
headbutts.
You would-
Jew.
Jew headbutt.
Jew.
What does that mean? Is it kosher?
The headbutts? They're never kosher. I don't know if you know how
Jew,
little.
Jew,
we
know what I'm
almost
talking
do.
about?
We almost
Jew
do
over
no
there?
physical
Jew do
activity.
that? Jew do that?
So it's never a good headbutt. It's never a kosher activity ever. Kosher is gefilte fish and etc.
Oh, okay. And then
But that was
Woo
Sheamus
Woo
over.
comes
yeah.
out.
Yep.
Woo woo.
Ryder comes
and
out.
he makes Dolph
Woo,
loose
Woo
Yep.
distraction.
with the Rough Rider,
Yep. And Sheamus
which
wins.
looked
That
amazing
look-
on
oh,
him.
Right? And that's
because
what you were
Dolph,
saying.
Because he works
mentioned that.
better with smaller guys. But Dolph can also bump. Like,
Yeah.
He does.
and I know
The
that
real
he's gotta
deal.
be
We
sore.
are hashtag heel fans here.
We are.
We need like a fan club.
We need a fan club.
As much as we talk about this man, we
We
need
do
a
love
fan
him.
club
We
for
do love
him.
him. We do love him.
We're gonna start it. I
We
think
are.
we love
Okay,
him.
so then we have the contract signing, which,
Always a letdown of a
Right
main
off.
event. It's, I mean, we all hate. That's what CM Punk said immediately was that
Yeah.
he hates.
yes.
contract
Which I
signings.
know he hates them because I've heard him say,
They're
I
the
hate
worst.
them.
They're the worst.
It was great
Yes.
though. He made it.
Entertaining.
Yes. Did you go to Twilight together?
Is it?
Yeah.
And I was waiting for and you're wearing a pink tie. I was waiting for it. I wanted to hear and you're wearing a pink tie, but
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
And he did that. There's
No,
nothing
he-
wrong with that.
There's
Which is
nothing-
sort
Yeah,
of-
which
Which
was
is-
pretty much it.
Which he's saying that because of all the trouble he got into
remember.
with CMT.
Yeah.
Or not CMT.
TMZ.
TMZ, thank you. It all
Although I'm
rhymes.
sure CMT feels the same way.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
Country music. TV.
Yeah.
When he was overseas.
Yeah.
He got in all kinds of trouble, which
Yeah.
he should have gotten in trouble, but
And they future endeavored Morrison publicly.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
Wow.
And I wish you all the best. Look at the
Future
camera.
endeavor. I'm going to look in
What's
the camera
that?
and tell you that
Yeah.
you're
Is that a
fine.
little weird?
No, it's mean.
The looking into the camera and saying that. I mean, that was.
I think
kind
it's
of,
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I can also get not very creative.
Oh,
Just so you know.
yeah. And then we got our brouhaha.
I'm
Oh,
gonna be
and
able to
Miz
go
is much better when he
backstage for a
talks
while.
fast. When he
Yeah.
does not talk fast, he starts sounding a little bit like Randy Orton, and I don't like it as much. He needs to talk fast, and he gets those creepy eyes going.
Yeah.
And like, I like him when he's like, and
He's very
I'm on
quick.
it.
He's very quick.
When
That's
he's
his strength.
quick-witted,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's his
But
strength.
when he talks like this,
Yeah.
I am like, stop it. And then they have to do the close up on his nostrils, and
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Check the blackheads.
Yes.
I agree.
So, photo at the end. Of course, Punk doesn't want to do it because
Well,
that's-
he's standing there. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Is
I'm
this
going to
happening?
take photos with the guys that I'm wrestling
So
with.
corny.
I know that, whatever wrestling is scripted, but
Well, that
as
was
a
putting that
fan-
moment over the top. Is
Yes.
what that was. Yeah.
as a fan, I don't want to see photos.
Yeah.
So I was right along with him. Please,
Attack.
GTS it.
Attack.
And then we got to see it. Del Rio had nice shoes, but make sure your belt matches, according to Chris.
And me.
I might know a thing or two about this.
I agree. Your
Just
belt should
saying.
match your shoes.
Yes. It is the. It is part of the fashion 101.
Yeah.
But
true.
they
I'll
were
help you out too.
See?
You
You're
will.
coming soon.
I am sure.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Your bat signal.
New stylist.
Actually, Alberto, I do have some good jackets that I'd like to offer you.
Your bat signal should just be clippers. just like a or a
I like
sew,
it.
or just like a weird sew and knit thing. Yeah. That'd be good.
I can do that.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to it.
Dressing the boys.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And the
Yeah.
girls.
And the girls
Sometimes.
do have some nice stuff for the ladies.
You do. I went to your
You
fashion
went
show,
there,
and
you
it
were
was
there.
amazing.
Thank you for your support.
Oh, of course. I love fashion,
great.
and that's
I know
why
you
I
do.
always
You're a
throw a
little
little bit in there.
Yeah. we all know how fashionista Maria is here. You bring your, and that's why I've been saying, like, are you still cutting sewing?
I do. I actually.
Is that
still
yours
make-
today?
The bear?
No,
The bear?
I did not. I did kill the bear, but I did not sew.
You wrestled the bear?
You
I
skinned-
wrestled him.
Skinned the bear.
See?
I couldn't quite skin the bear.
Okay.
You know, I do. You know, but
PETA, that's not, she did not
it's
skin
not
a bear.
true.
Oh,
I
it's a-
did not
She
actually
did
skin
not.
a bear,
It's not a
or
bear.
kill a bear.
It's not a bear. It's a
No,
Muppet.
no.
It's like Fozzie Bear.
It's Fozzie Bear.
It's Fozzie Bear.
Yes.
Faux fur.
Through the table, I have to say Del Rio, great strength
Yeah.
on that.
He went
that
through it
was
himself.
Speaking
he did
of
it himself.
making people look good.
Right.
Yeah.
You do have to do that. That's
did it.
part of wrestling.
his thing.
And I think you always have to go into a match thinking that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that the guys that are really starting to come into their own are like, you know what? No matter what, I'm going to make sure this match is good.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't look the greatest in the world, but if the match is good, the people at home will believe it.
Talk about
It's
it.
for the
And
product, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I love that feeling, and I
Yeah.
love that approach to a match.
And say
because-
what you will about Del Rio. He does do that.
Oh my God,
all
Del
the time.
Rio's
He
amazing.
does.
Yeah, he's a great.
Amazing.
he's great.
I
does.
didn't when I first started doing the show. I'll be the first to say I wasn't sold on
I
him.
agreed.
But
Me too.
now I'm like, ooh, and I like his talk and
Making
like
me
the
a
way he
believer.
talks,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
he sells
okay.
everybody.
His
He's good.
swagger's working.
Yeah.
He's putting it together.
His swagger
putting
and
it
that
together.
swagger is working.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, well, it was a great show, but let's go to a commercial.
Sure.
AfterBuzz TV. Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after-shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
I couldn't do it to that music. I could
couldn't
not
do it?
I'd do it. No.
That's how 70s porno stars did it.
I know.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
All right.
Maybe it's because I don't have the bush to go along with what?
Good. What?
But I do,
Nickelback.
Maria, I do. Between
Is
us,
playing
I
right
have
now.
Like that.
AfterBuzz They come from
TV
Canada.
exclusive.
They,
I couldn't resist.
It's
I'm
fair.
a filthy,
it's,
filthy person.
it's fine. It's fine.
Well, you know,
You
so we were
naughty
going
girl.
to. I am.
No one-
I'm very naughty.
No one's paying
and
attention
I'm
to
gonna
us.
tell-
Another exclusive.
I'm
Apparently.
going to tell you how naughty I am.
Whoa.
So I
Good
was
segue.
saying that a former WWE diva got arrested.
What's that?
That diva was me. And here's my
Yep.
paper to prove it. I got arrested going through the LAX airport with my brass knuckle dog leash. And I actually...
Explain it more, because I feel like this is important to go over.
Okay, so I was going to a event, a signing over in Poughkeepsie, New York
Sure.
for Chiller.
Yep.
And I was going to dress up all weekend in costumes, and I ended up doing it as soon as I got there, which was a day late. But so I had my two doggies with me.
Yep.
I had my long-haired chihuahuas, Ruby and Gemini, and I love them completely. But
Gemini's a
I
key.
think
What do you hate, Ruby?
No, I like.
I don't think you've
I never
met
got to
Ruby.
meet Ruby.
Fair
We
enough.
haven't met
I thought you were just
I-
like Gemini's great. Ruby's just ooh,
Oh.
a mess.
Ruby.
Ugh, got a big bush.
Do not like.
And a callback.
Yep.
So I had my doggies with me. I'm going through, and you know, when you're going through the airport, sometimes you're in a rush. And I was in a rush. I had already missed my first flight because Jem and I was sick in the morning. So I'm trying to get on the second flight. And I didn't even think about it. I put my dog leash in my bag, which I spent $350 on at a dog store. The dog store was called the Dog Boutique. So I had this sucker with me. I have taken this thing all across the country.
That's really cool.
Thank you. It's I'll put it
I
up
like
here.
that.
Can you see it?
Let us know. He says right there. Perfect.
Yeah, we're good.
Great.
Wow.
Okay. That was me at a charity event in New York that I obviously flew across the country with this thing. So I got arrested. I spent the night in jail.
Wow.
And it was a mess, and that's why I'm wearing my brass knuckles around my neck. That someone just got killed over there.
That guy got hit with the brass knuckles. We were trying to show people,
showing
people how serious those brass knuckles are.
I'm not the only one that this has happened to. I got on their website and was like, oh my, like, has this happened to someone else? Another girl has had this happen. They just took them away from that girl. Her name was Bobby. They took them away from her. Me, I went to jail. And then I went to another jail. And then I was in jail with 3 other women that were domestic violent women. And I was scared
You were
to
actually,
death.
I didn't know that.
County
she went to jail.
jail.
Yeah, she went to jail.
I was in county jail.
Another footnote that you told me that's crazy is that they took your dogs away and said that if someone doesn't come within an hour.
And I just want to say thank you so much to Phil at AfterBuzz because you rescued my doggies. Because they would have had to go to the pound.
Yeah, the pound.
If he wouldn't have came and rescued them. It's
crazy.
It was insanity.
It's the craziest.
It was. I've never been so scared in my entire life as I was that day.
Yeah.
P.S. The music is AfterBuzz TV.
You know, we're really trying to do things seamless here.
Wait, P.S. fans, the music is AfterBuzz TV Sing-Off Edition? Oh, the music in the background? Yes. Oh, okay. I didn't even hear it, to be honest. Now I'm putting it together.
I heard a little bit of it, but I'm dyslexic, so I can't read.
We are live.
Yeah, you were like SP snap.
Snap.
Total stop.
Not snatch. Snap.
Snap.
Just had to throw that out there. But
a lot of
I'm sorry. So I went this week to court, and this is why I can talk about it.
Yep.
I went and I was given a personal apology from the city of Los Angeles.
Thank you,
because
Los Angeles.
they
for recognizing.
arrested me for this.
To be devil's advocate, a lot of Al-Qaeda gets their weapons from the dog boutique.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, I understand how that may have happened.
What?
And did you say, I missed the footnote, did you say that there were crystals all over?
There was Swarovski crystals. It was a $350
right?
dog leash.
Unbelievable.
I have flown with it 100 times.
So crazy.
100. And if it would have been another officer that night, I swear they would have just let me go.
Obviously.
But I don't think that is okay. I think that they should have taken it from me. I was not posing any threat. I had my 2 long-haired chihuahuas with me, and I was wearing a mohawk hat thingy, and I was in my PJs to go to the airport. I did not.
Yeah. You definitely look like there was something suspicious.
Yeah, it's not like you had a huge Iraqi beard. You know what I mean?
Oh, that is hard. I am moving on.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Moving on.
We'll be apologizing for that next week. Stay tuned.
Hey, we will. There will be a public apology for that. But I mean, it was scary, and now I know that you have to be very careful. Like, people will abuse their power like nobody's business. Just because you are in a position with a badge does not mean that you can treat someone that way. Because while I was in jail, I also had the officers looking up pictures of me from my Playboy on the computers, which I could see. They also walked me by this window that there was a guy staring at me and panting at me, and then they're like, oh, it looks like you're making friends. They went through my wallet, and there was my business card in there, and they're like, oh, this is you? It is a scary, scary world. And I just want to say that I think that something needs to be done about people abusing their power. That was scary.
I could go
on
and on
but
and
I think,
about.
Yeah. I think that the apology was
Power
necessary.
plays in
yes.
the government.
Exactly. And I think that and I just want
There's
to put that
good
out
and
there.
bad.
Like, just be very careful with
Yeah.
whatever you are going through the airport with, because it is very scary going to jail when you've never experienced anything like that before.
Yeah.
I don't
So
ever wanna be
I
there.
am out. I am free, and there is nothing on my
Well,
record.
we're glad you're out without scratches.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to throw that out there because even our hosts on the show are not, they're not excluded from the gossip and news that is out there.
I agree.
So there you go.
true.
And
I
there you
agree.
have
There
it.
you
Let's go
have
to
it.
predictions.
Let's do predictions.
Predictions.
There it is.
And there you have it.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. Is there going to be SmackDown talent on next week's
Always.
Raw
Yep.
show?
Always.
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
That
I
was
guarantee-
like an
I
easy-
might just guarantee it.
I'll throw one in.
Okay.
Will Brodus Clay show up on next week's
Oh,
Raw?
you know what? That should have been my first
Sports
one.
Next
books.
week's Raw is 3 hours.
Oh, that's wait.
It's the Slammies.
Is that next week? Yes.
Oh,
It's
the
the
who
Slammies.
is going to win Superstar of the Year? Let's do that one.
I say
Miz.
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
You said Miz? I could see Miz.
I say CM Punk.
I say CM
Who
Punk.
is going to win Diva of the Year?
Well, here's the
Kelly.
problem. I think some girls have to be in the wrestling program to get Diva of the Year. But I think they're going to give it to Kelly Kelly.
But yeah, I would
gonna
say
give it to
her
Kelly
again.
for her
Wait,
match
didn't she
song.
get it last year?
No, I think
think
it was Beth again.
Beth.
I
It's
got
Beth
it.
show.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
then Beth
You're right.
got it back.
Beth. Yes. she
former
got it.
winner.
I am. I
Yeah.
was. It was fun. I swear.
Slammy
that-
alumni.
You know what? The
Former
thing is,
felon. Former
felon,
Slammy winner.
former
Slammy
accused of being a felon.
Former accused.
But
Always a felon in my heart.
I think probably Kelly. I don't know who else it could go to. You
Beth
know?
again.
Beth or Eve if they're trying to really push her.
Right.
You know? And I think they should because she's amazing talent. But thank you guys so much. Please give Lil all my love tomorrow.
Yes, we have a
Absolutely.
real WWE'er back in the mix from the AfterBuzz
Back in the
family.
mix.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
see what can happen through AfterBuzz is no, that wasn't live.
No,
but
didn't work. Didn't work. Do we want to shout out our Twitter accounts? Do we want to do that?
Sure,
we haven't
let's-
done it in a while.
let's
We
shout
can
'em out.
Start with yours.
do that.
Maria L. Kanellis.
Maria L.
There you
Kanellis.
go.
Yes.
And I am at Vocari Fashion.
Oh my
Vocari
God,
Fashion.
spell it.
Yeah, please.
VOKARE Fashion. At Vocari Fashion.
Perfect.
Okay.
Mine is Jensen Clan 88, Jensen CLAN 88. And I was on Howard Stern this week. I did a
Oh.
15-minute interview segment with Howard Stern.
For
Yeah,
what?
about my old life. I had an old life. I was signed to
Uh-oh.
Interscope
What
and
kinda-
stuff. Yeah, no, and he's like obsessed with this weird rap contest that I won as a kid. So he had me come on and
There is
recreate
so
it.
much about
There
you.
is-
I know.
I don't
You
know.
I'm like
are
the weirdest
very-
Zelig. I'm like Zelig. It's very strange.
We
I've
gotta
lived like
talk a
100
little
lives.
bit.
We
Yeah.
and we need to talk next week. We're gonna
Yeah.
do a special segment all about
About
you.
weird life.
Yeah.
About you.
I'll do it.
And your
Okay.
just
I have a
your
weird life.
amazingness.
I have a weird life. But you
Please
can
bring
listen to the
music.
interview. You can listen to the interview at jensenkarp.tumblr.com.
I'm going to be here for that.
It's very fun, and it's a whole 15 minutes of me and Howard, and he's like my idol growing up. So he interviews me for 15 minutes, and we
Must have been amazing.
was
Okay,
crazy.
so next
Good
week
for
we're
you.
going to talk about you. Please
Sure.
bring some of your music
I will.
and photos if you've got them.
It's all very dated. It's all 10
It
years
doesn't.
old.
It doesn't
and
matter.
it doesn't
Well,
matter.
we'll
Like
talk
I
about
want to see this. I want to hear it. I want. Yeah,
We'll get into it.
that's amazing.
We'll get into it.
Well, thank you so much,
We're gonna do a
everybody, for
blast from the
joining us at
past.
home, and thank you to my co-host. And good luck, Lilian.
Yay, Lilian!
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
That's what we should put.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.